Now moving on, we will talk about the reactions to stress. How do we react to stress? There are three types of reactions to stress which are as follows. First is bodily reaction. When an individual or animal experiences an external threat, he is in a need of an amount of energy to give immediate reaction to meet the situation. At that point, at that moment, the automatic nervous system becomes active and operational to satisfy the need for extra energy. So what happens that whenever we human beings feel a threat in any situation, let's say we feel threat in the environment around us, then our body needs certain amount of energy in order to show a reaction to that threat or to react to that particular situation. And in order to meet that situation, our automatic nervous system works very fast, it becomes very active and gives us extra energy to face the situation. Walter Cannon in 1920 has described the entire physiological mechanism which is involved in the process of meeting the threat of the situation. So what are they saying? That Walter Cannon in the year 1920, he has given the entire physiological mechanism, meaning how does your body react. Physiological meaning your body, your physical body. How does your physical body react to it in order to face this situation, in order to face the threat? How does your body prepare itself for the situation? In this mechanism, the neurons, the nervous system and the endocrine system becomes active. So when you face a threat or when you face a problem or when you face a situation, then your neurons, your nervous system, that is your nerves, and your endocrine system are mainly, they release the hormones that prepare your body for any threat outside. Okay, so all these three become active and you react to it. So either you fight the situation or you flight the situation, or that is you run away from the situation. The origin of physiological reaction related to stress is in hypothalamus, which lies in the brain. So how you react to the situation depends on the hypothalamus, and that hypothalamus is in your brain. Thalamus is known as the center of stress. So hypothalamus is known as the center of stress. Whenever you experience stress, hypothalamus, a region in your brain, becomes active. Also, the time of arises, hypothalamus initiates actions along two path glands, through autonomic nervous system and through activity of pituitary gland. So what happens whenever you are experiencing stress? There are two things that the hypothalamus does. It activates your automatic nervous system, and secondly, the activity in your pituitary gland, it becomes active. Now what are these two processes we are going to do now? Autonomic nervous system is divided into two parts. Sympathetic system and parasympathetic system. So your autonomic nervous system is divided into two parts, sympathetic system and parasympathetic system. The sympathetic system, through its operational, provides extra energy to organism needed to meet the challenge. So what does the sympathetic system do? It gives you extra energy so that you are able to face the situation, you are able to meet the situation, you are able to face the challenge whichever is there. On the sympathetic system being active, the respiratory process becomes fast and deep. There is an increase in the heartbeat, arteries get contracted, hence there is rise in the blood pressure. So when your sympathetic system becomes active, you start breathing heavily. Whenever you face tension, you will see people doing. So your respiratory system becomes fast, it becomes deep, your heartbeat starts increasing, and your arteries are your veins which carry the blood. It contracts meaning it comes closer, and because of this the blood pressure increases. Moreover, because of the changes in the muscles of throat and nose, there is more flow of air to the lungs. Now what happens? Your muscles, okay, there is changes in the structure of your muscle, changes in the structure of your throat, your nose. Why? So that more oxygen can go inside your body, more oxygen can go inside your lungs, and you can become calm. That is why your body starts changing. There are changes in the facial expressions related to different emotions. Let's say I am experiencing anger, so I'll show emotion of anger. Like if I'm happy, if I'm sad, I'll be I'll show a facial expression which shows that I'm sad. Okay, if I'm angry, I'll be angry. So through your facial expression also changes. The digestive system is arrested a little. Your digestive system becomes a thing. That is why some people, when they are in stress, they get diarrhea. Okay, I have a friend who during her wedding, before she was going to do her fera, she was in her room. She was so stressed out, she kept telling me, Nandu, I got diarrhea, Nandu, I got loose motions, I need to go to the washroom. I was like, dude, you are going to get married in next 15 minutes, what are you saying? She's like, no, I don't know, just take me to the bathroom. So lot of people, because of the stress, their digestive system becomes arrested. Okay, it becomes a little problematic, you get diarrhea. The adrenal gland releases a large amount of catecholine. So your adrenal gland, which is a gland in your body, it releases a chemical which is called catecholine. These changes are the indicators of stress. All these things indicate that you are in stress. As a result, there is a physiological changes as seen like in fight or a flight response. So these are the changes that your body does in your flight or fight response. The hypothalamus activates the pituitary gland, which then releases cortisotoroid, which provides energy. So hypothalamus becomes active, your pituitary gland releases another chemical which is called corticosteroid, which gives you a lot of energy. The secretion from pituitary gland stimulates the thyroid gland and adrenal gland. Also the secretion of these glands produce several changes like release of more blood cells in the bone halo, production of more sugars in pancreas, thickening of blood, etc., which are necessary to make the body system more active. So what happens is once your pituitary gland gets active, your thyroid gland, your adrenal gland, and all the other glands in your body, they become active. They start releasing substances that can give you energy. For example, more blood cells are released in the bone halo. Pancreas produces more sugar. Why? Because sugar is needed for your energy. Your blood becomes thickened. Why? Because now your body is preparing for fight or flight. Okay? So this is how your physiological body, this is how your physical body reacts to stress.